Hello, good morning, good evening, good night.
That's my line. Good morning, good evening, good night, good day. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Karma and Chaos.
And there's lots of chaos.
There is lots of chaos. We haven't recorded in a while because we stacked up a bunch, and we haven't seen each other or talked to each other in weeks.
I'll be right back.
Anyway, hey, everyone.
We love it over here at Karma and Chaos, just starting our day with a little bit of chaos.
A little bit of chaos. We're not in IRL.
IRL.
That means that there's always the chance of a child interruption, which is just how life is.
Okay.
Welcome back, everyone.
Do you remember what we texted about and you said save that for the podcast and make sure you write it down? Because I remember me saying something that I wanted to tell you about and you told me to write it down and I said I did, but I in fact did not. So I lied and then now I don't remember what it was.
How am I supposed to know what it was when you didn't tell me anything about it?
Let me go in to see if there's a way for me to...
You told me to write down high school.
High school?
Yeah, like to talk about... We'll get there, but I have a couple other things on my priority list to talk through.
Okay, let's do it.
You didn't prepare anything?
Yeah, whatever it was that I told you I was going to tell you, and then don't remember now.
First and foremost, happy launch day. This will come out next week, so For the Haters is officially out.
The season 3 launch, which we're so excited about, long awaited. You get some sound effects in this bitch?
Yeah, go listen. It's been just amazing. I'm really excited about this season. A lot of really great stories. Listen, give some feedback. Let me know what you think. Number 2, today is Miss Roni's birthday.
Today?
Today is Leah's birthday.
Happy birthday. Let me go text her in the girls chat.
She is 30 years old today. I went to the gym this morning. She wanted to go to the diner for breakfast. Her best friend Natasha's here. So I went and got flowers and I set them up at the diner and got like a card and she walked in and it was really cute. So we had...
That's really cute. So is she off today or does she have to work today?
She's off today. Natasha's here. Natasha's making dinner. We're going to have dinner. I'm going to stop over at Swayze. Today's a wild day, always for me. Today's also Mike's death anniversary. My best friend that passed away in 2016. So we all go to Swayze where his ashes are. So I'll go there today too to see his family and to see friends. Today's the first... This year's the first year that Dan and I are like really friends again. And so like it was always Dan, like Mike, me, Dan, and Eric. Yeah. So it feels a little bit more meaningful this year to have that with him, like with him back kind of in my life. So a lot of things happening today. Launch day, Leah's birthday, Mike's day. What else? We had our baby shower this weekend and I have a lot of feelings about it. Alessandra listening, she came. Love you for coming. Don't take offense to anything I'm about to say. And if someone's listening that was there, do not take offense. I'm never having a party again.
Why?
It was like, there was a lot of people.
Yeah, but you did this for your wedding too.
I know. There was a difference. I feel like I'm talking a lot. Do you have anything you want to say before I get into this?
I tried and you said that other things were a priority, so I'll just wait for you to finish.
You don't even remember what you're going to say.
I'm going to look it up though.
The wedding was different because I wasn't worried about other people and like being like...
You felt like you had to entertain people at this baby shower versus
the wedding.
It was for you. It was not your job to entertain anyone.
Exactly. Yeah. I felt really guilty. I missed having quality time with the people, like, and everyone there I cared about, but I missed having quality time with each of those people. And it was too much. And like a lot of people bailed last night. There was like 30 people that bailed the day before.
Are you serious?
Yeah, which is like crazy to think about because there was a lot of people here. But I think I'm over the party thing. I'm over hosting. It was a lot for me to like not spend time with people that were there. And I felt guilty about that. And it just wasn't.
You shouldn't feel guilty about that.
I know, but I did. But it was a beautiful day. Day was beautiful. setup was beautiful. Leah looked beautiful. Overall, it was a great party. Like really, really great. Just don't think I'm going to have a party again.
I also feel the same way. Like I feel this constant anxiety to like clean up after people, to entertain people, to talk to certain people longer, to talk to people. Like it's not, in my opinion, is not a good time.
Yeah. And I've been like struggling a little bit lately about having lack of quality time with people. Like I've been missing love in my life, I feel like. And I've been missing quality time with my friends. And so,
but the baby shower was not the time for you to have
it wasn't.
About that.
It wasn't. And like Ryan, thank God, Ryan showed up late because he had work, but then ended up staying the night. And I got some of that quality time with him. And so that really made me happy. But we talked about this months ago. It happens a couple times a year where I start like questioning where I sit like in people's lives. And I'm just like recently going through that. So
I'm sorry that I couldn't make it. The debate competition that Isaac was supposed to be at, the other school forfeited. So
he posted that he was going to prom.
And then he went to prom. So I went to do prom pictures. I know, but like, I don't want you to feel like I just like was one of the 30 people that bailed. Because
no. I didn't feel that way at all.
I love you guys. And the pictures looked so good. And I saw Madison went too. Madison is also part of the killer team.
Yeah.
And Alessandra and Madison. Did Billy go too?
Mm-hmm.
And Madison's boo?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wish I got to hang out with y'all.
Well, it was fun. It was a good time. Weather was great. Everything worked out. The house, property, everything was great.
Good. I'm glad.
Food was good.
I don't want you to feel guilty at all. I don't think anybody felt neglected in like any way. Everybody knew you were busy. If anything, I felt bad that you couldn't enjoy the party that I know you'd been like planning for months. Like I never saw you sit down. I never really saw Leah sit down. Like you guys were running around. I kept going after Leah and your mom, be like, "Can I help? Can I carry anything? Like, can you sit down? Can you go eat?" But that's what hosting is. I also want to ask, do you think that this part of your like not maybe questioning it but wondering about your friendships and stuff is coming because like things are about to change with like baby Beth coming into the picture?
I think it's because I feel my friendships changing like already. Yeah. And I know that my life is about to get 10 times crazier. Yeah. So I like can feel like friendship and maybe it's just me overthinking it, but I can feel like kind of things shifting.
And they will continue to shift. Yeah. They're, like with you adding a baby to the mix, I'm not saying that people are fake or anything, but there are people that the friendships might, I don't know, dissolve, deteriorate. That's not really great adjectives to describe it. But then also like as baby Bex gets older and you do sports or you do, activities or whatever, you're going to lose touch with some people and gain new connections with like other parents that are involved in those like sports and stuff. And it's bittersweet because like there are people that I miss, right? That like used to be a part of my life and there's no way to fit them in outside of like once or twice a year. And it has to be so intentional. And that is so bittersweet because you develop really great friendships with new people, but then also it's just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So life in a little bit. But it's really great to not have baby shower weight in my mind anymore. So that's all gone. Now comes the real, like the house, like getting the house prepped for baby to come. Leah and I did a photo shoot yesterday. Can we just take a moment?
Wait, I'm so glad. I really wanted you guys to do one.
Let's just this, and I record, these are like from like my recording. Wait. So like,
I'm so glad.
Let me just
send it. Yeah, I was gonna say.
These are screenshots of my camera because I was like recording behind the scenes of it, but I cannot express this more. Leah is so attractive. It is wild. Like I was just sitting there and obviously my eyes kept getting wet during it. But I was just sitting there just watching her. I'm like, I am so lucky. Like, this is crazy. Like, she's
like how lucky you are, you mean?
Yeah.
Today's episode is sponsored by ASPCA Pet Health Insurance Program. When you have a pet, you love taking care of them because in their own way, they take care of you. But even if you're the best pet parent in the world, unpredictable things can happen. Fortunately, you can always give your care a boost with ASPCA Pet Health Insurance. In today's world, we insure a lot from cars and homes to cell phones and even travel plans. But what about the insurance for your cat or dog? With the ASPCA Pet Health Insurance, you can focus on the care your pet deserves and covers what matters most. The ASPCA Pet Health Insurance Program offers customizable accident and illness plans, making it easier for pet parents like you to help your pet get the care they may need. To explore coverage, visit aspcapetinsurance.com/karma. That's aspcapetinsurance.com/karma. Again, that's aspcapetinsurance.com/karma. This is a paid advertisement. Insurance is underwritten by either Independent American Insurance Company or United States Fire Insurance Company and produced by PTZ Insurance Agency Limited. The ASPCA is not an insurer and is not engaged in the business of insurance.
Yeah, so baby stuff full effect right now. And I also want to say, before people come at me for leaving my wife again.
Stop these pictures.
Really good. That first one, I made me.
And
Yeah,
the ones are so cute.
They're really good. I'm glad you guys did that because I know I talked to you. I was like, you guys should do it, and you were like, I don't know if he's gonna want to. But it's just a moment
so
in
glad you
history
did
for you
it.
guys to document. I'm really glad you did.
yeah.
For sure.
Oh, these are good.
Yes. Also, I'm going to Mexico in a couple weeks, but Leah also is going on a bachelorette party, so I don't want to hear shit from anyone.
Can I come?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You want to come?
I looked up what I was going to tell you about for the episode, and I did not write it down, but I texted you about, like, I gave you the gist, and it was just that I had the most chaotic weekend in Dallas, and that's all it was. That's what the text was.
Right. You went to Matthews.
Yeah, I went up on, I was his guest on stage, and it was a shit show as always, but got to see Sterling for 24 hours, and that was really good. And then we got to catch up, and yeah.
Anything else? Like, give me more. What is going on?
Do we ever know?
No. I have never in the last 5 years of my life ever know what's going on. Never. Ever.
For real. I'm so flustered right now. So
With me?
yeah, just like in general, there's just so much going on. I do miss you a lot.
I miss you a lot, and I want to see you in person, and I hope that we can make that happen soon.
Yeah. I'm gonna have a baby soon, so we're gonna have to make it sooner. Oh, I'm gonna see you at Pride.
Yeah, I'll see you at Pride.
Speaking of Pride merch is out. KC, lesbian shit.
Lesbian Shit Pride merch is out. I actually have some Pride stuff that came in that I need to do an unboxing with. And I would, if you guys are wanting to order Pride stuff, you will get it in time if you order now. So we'll make sure that we post a link in the description and also share to Karma and Chaos Instagram. But we're super excited about it. And I will be wearing my lesbian shit to Pride.
Yeah, I need to order some. Yeah, so Pride, great, fun. We'll be there. I don't know if Leah's going because we're going to DC Pride the next weekend, and 2 weekends of at 35 week pregnant will not be great. So that'll be good. Wow.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see you. I know it's kind of far away.
I was going to say something. This feels so overwhelming because like we've gone so long without talking that there's just so much to be caught up on. And I just remembered what I was going to say something. I keep looking at myself because I started doing a skincare routine. And my face feels so nice, and I got Botox.
I know. I love that when you sent me the pictures and stuff, I was like, I was so proud of you because like I can lift and I like have some movement in my eyebrows, but like I have absolutely no lines at all. And I know that people are confused about what Botox is versus filler. Filler and Botox are not the same thing. Botox and Dysport, I get Dysport, not Botox, are to prevent lines and wrinkles, and filler is to make things plump and big. And I don't get filler in my face. I haven't in a really, really, really like years and years. But like when I lift my eyebrows, I don't have lines. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I asked for movement still. Steph, shout out Steph. She did a really great job because it was my 11s that were bothering me.
I don't know what the names are for anything, but I get it. I get 47 units of Dysport.
Yeah, that's all. I'm not going to act like I know anything, but
I'm rubbing off on you.
Yeah, life just feels good. It just is crazy. Things are like, there's so much happening, so many changes, so many good things, so many wild things, so many emotional things, so much crying, all the things, Yeah. Exciting. I do have something to tell you.
What?
Well, my sister came here from Florida for the baby shower.
Yeah.
She came, it was really, she came a couple days early. It was really fun. And then my mom came over, and I've known for a while, but she gave me a onesie that said promoted, or what is it? Like something like promoted to big cousin. Wild.
So you're going to be a Thea again.
And
baby Bex is going to have a little cousin that's literally less than a year apart, and they're going to be little baby cousin besties.
Yes. So big news. My sister is pregnant, and
does she know you're announcing it on this podcast?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I did tell Kail before this, so I didn't get her big reaction because
I already knew, and I'm a bad liar.
She has a okay.
You know what my tell is? Do you want me to tell everybody what my tell is?
Yeah.
Not right this second, not this exact time, but if I'm lying, I touch my eye.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll have to look.
I'm always like,
I'm a face toucher in general, but she told my mom, it was really great. It's just like, my sister never wanted kids, and then her and her husband, their minds changed, and they, did whatever they do to create a child.
But can we talk about that for a second? Because it's so interesting to me. And one of my girlfriends and I were talking about it the other day because, she's a single mom and I've been a single mom on and off, right? And it's like because I get so much shit for having all the kids' dads, and I get it. Trust me, I do. I'm more self-aware than some of y'all might think. But there is something so interesting. And I'm not saying this is for everyone, and I do understand why people don't have kids. It doesn't bother me when people say, fuck them kids, I don't want kids. That does not bother me in any way, shape, or form, because I get it. But there is also something to be said about when you meet someone and you fall head over fucking heels for someone and you're so in love with them that you want to procreate with this person. And it's so interesting to me. What if my friend met someone, and then you have to make the decision where it's okay, we could have kids and it would be really cool to have kids, but we can't. How do you make that decision, not realizing that you may meet somebody at some point in your life? I'm just talking about in general, wanting to procreate with someone that you are in love with and obsessed with and want to build a life with. That's crazy to me. Where does that come from?
I always talk to people I talk about this often because you meet people that say, oh, I don't want kids. You meet people and say that are single, right? Which is fair. There's a million things that life that can happen, but you're so right. You can meet someone and everything can change. Yeah. Your outlook. Yeah, everything can change. You just have to be open to it, right? You have to just it's okay to change your mind, but it's okay either way. It's okay to not want kids.
Yeah,
it's okay to change your mind, but you meet the right person and you fall in love, anything is possible.
Could. Yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying. It's so interesting to me. I have a cousin, we got divorced she got married before me, but we got divorced around the same time. And she ended up remarrying, and that was a conversation that they had too, was they would have wanted to have kids together, but they ultimately decided that it wasn't in the cards for them. They weren't going to go through IVF to have children together, but they're living their best lives together. And it's just so to love someone that much that you want to procreate with them. I mean, we all know that there are people out here that don't love each other, but they procreate without loving each other. But I will say that I feel I loved all my kids' dads, and I was fine with all, you know what I mean? I loved them enough to procreate with them at the time, and for better or for worse, have 4 baby daddies. So
yeah, I think it's just life and love do a lot of things for you, and Alex and Derek they were lifed and loved for a while, but sometimes like life just like something changes and the next thing, like if Leah told me she never wanted kids, that would have
been
been
okay
fine
with
with me. That would have been totally fine with me
because you love her.
My life with Leah is going to be great regardless of children, regardless of anything. But, we decided it felt right. Like, and I don't like when people say there's never a right time because I think right now is perfect for us to have kids. But I say that all to say, I never in my life imagined a world where me and my sister raised kids together. And
that's got to be so cool because y'all are so close and now you get to raise kids together.
Yeah. And like they're 2 months apart. They're going to be 2 months apart. And like, that's crazy.
No, but that's so exciting because they're like little, basically like cousin siblings because they're so close in age.
Yeah. And so I said it would be so funny if Bex came out looking like her, like blonde, right? Blue eyes. And then if she's having a girl, if her daughter comes out looking like me, like just
that'd be so funny.
Yeah, like if we just swapped it out.
So you get to raise baby cousins together. Do you think she'll stay in Florida or do you think that she'll move back?
I think she'll stay.
Damn, well that part sucks.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. Mental health awareness is growing, but there's still progress to be made. 26% of Americans who participated in a recent survey say that they've avoided seeking mental health support due to their fear of judgment. When people hesitate to get help, it doesn't just affect them, it impacts families, workplaces, and entire communities. And this Mental Health Awareness Month, let's encourage everyone to take care of their well-being and break the stigma. The world is a better place when people are happy and healthy. I've benefited from therapy, being in and out of therapy over the last 5 or 6 years. BetterHelp has over 10 years of experience matching people with the right therapist from their diverse network of more than 30,000 licensed therapists with a whole range of specialties. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. You can switch therapists easily at any time at no additional cost, and we're all better with help. Visit betterhelp.com/karma to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/karma. Okay, let's talk about Haya for a second because my kids are absolutely obsessed with these kids' vitamins. And if you are in the market to get new vitamins for your kids, these are perfect. The typical children's vitamins are basically candy in disguise, right? Like they're filled with 2 teaspoons of sugar, unhealthy chemicals, and other gummy junk that growing kids should never eat. But that's why Haya was created. It's the pediatrician-approved, super-powered chewable vitamin. My kids love decorating the little jars that they come in, and they're formulated with the help of nutritional experts. Haya is pressed with a blend of 12 organic fruits and vegetables, then supercharged with 15 essential vitamins and minerals, including vitamin D, B12, C, zinc, folate, and many others to help immunity, energy, brain function, mood, concentration, teeth, bones, and more. These vitamins are non-GMO, vegan, dairy-free, allergy-free, gluten-free, nut-free, and everything else that you can imagine. Haya is designed for kids of all ages and sent straight to your door so parents have one less thing to stress about. I absolutely love not having to worry about these when I go grocery shopping. And we've worked out a special deal with Haya for their best-selling children's vitamin. You can receive 50% off your first order. To claim this, you must go to hayahealth.com/karma. This deal is not available on their regular website. Go to hayahealth, HIYAHEALTH.com/karma and get your kids the full body nourishment they need to grow into healthy adults.
At the shower, there were, I think, 9 pregnant people.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what's in the water that y'all be drinking in New Jersey?
Definitely not anything for you, but
my tube's finna grow back.
It was cute though. It was good. I have a little bit of PTSD from the shower, so I'm not going to think about it.
Well,
I feel bad that you didn't have a good time.
And I also didn't get to spend time with Leah either.
But you're being too hard on yourselves because I guess. That's when I asked you a couple weeks ago, I said, like, why are you doing this yourself? Because truly someone else should have thrown it at a different location so that you guys could, like, chill and somebody else take care of y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you live and you learn, don't
Yeah,
you?
now you know. Now you
The
know.
bouncy house was a hit, though.
The what? The bouncy house?
Yeah,
I'm
it was
glad
a
it was a hit. I'm glad
Yeah.
it was a hit.
It was much needed. You told me you wanted to talk about this week. You wanted to talk about just high school and like how hard high school is. Do you remember or no? Okay. My question to you and to everyone listening, I saw a TikTok posted about homeschooling and it was like, give me the pros and cons of being homeschooled. And the comment section made me feel like I need to homeschool my kids.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think about that on a regular basis. If I had the capacity and the ability to do it, I would.
Yeah. And I can't do it. So I'm either going to have to figure out something, but it was like employer here, homeschooled kids make the best employees. Like,
Wait, because they're self-starters and anticipate needs, or?
Yeah. Two great examples. Right?
I mean, that's the first thing that's top of mind.
Yeah. And then it was like people were just commenting like all of their trauma is based on like high school. Like a lot of their like big trauma, like high school is just like traumatic of like bullying and just all of the things.
Yeah. I would not, nothing, like I didn't get bullied in high school. I got bullied in middle school, but high school was rough for me. And I think because I moved schools in the middle of like my high school career or whatever, and it was rough, but it was very unremarkable and had no self-esteem or self-confidence and really was just surviving. But high school is rough. And I could imagine now with the social media being the way it is probably even worse.
Agreed. I could not, wouldn't be me, couldn't be me. Will try to protect my kids as much as I can, but it's just you can't always do it.
Today's homeschooling situation is a lot different than what I think when we were growing up in the 90s and early 2000s. Homeschooling now looks a lot different because we're integrating homeschooling with public schools in some ways where they're like, you could be homeschooled, but still be on whatever soccer team or be on. And then here there are also, I forget what they're called, but there's like groups where essentially like say you and I lived in the same town, you would have your babies come to my house for this subject.
Like a co-op.
And then co-op, yep.
Yeah.
And then I would send all of my kids and your kids and we'd go to Alessandra's for like that lesson or like that day. And so like there are definitely ways to integrate it so that it's not like what we know as homeschooling. I think that's why there's like a stigma and like a weird, and I'm not saying that everyone that was homeschooled in the 90s or early 2000s is weird. I'm just saying like I think that the stigma sort of stemmed from that, and it's not like that now. Like I know so many people that from COVID forward who have chosen to homeschool, and it just looks a lot different, but I still see those kids on sports teams and on this and on that. And so like to me, that makes sense. And if there was a world where I could do that, I would. Not because I don't like the school systems here, because I love that there's like Spanish immersion and things like that. But it's like they put bulletproof doors in the lobby of the school when you walk in. And like that in and of itself is scary. And then just like the bullying and that's not to say that you wouldn't get bullied if you are homeschooled, because I guess that can still happen. But I would guess that maybe it's a little bit less because you're doing the sports teams and stuff, but you're homeschooled. So you're not getting that, like, I don't know. Maybe that's just an assumption. I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? I have a really important question to ask you.
What is the question?
How many chuggas come before choo-choo?
3.
Say it.
No.
Why?
Why don't you say it?
It is because I saw on the internet that people think it's 6. Or 8.
On what planet?
I think it's 4.
No, it's absolutely not. It's like 2 or 3, and then we're getting the fuck up out of there.
No, it's 4. It's chugga, 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 choo choo.
Absolutely not.
Leah thinks it's Leah. Leah, birthday girl's coming. I can hear her practicing. Come here, Runs. What is she doing? Leah, what are you doing? Come here.
She said, it's my birthday and I'll do what I want to.
Why is there no urgency?
She's waddling.
She's pregnant. Leave her alone.
I'm pregnant and big.
It takes me a little bit.
Look at this belly.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. Good though.
I know. You're just belly. It's a teeny little belly. Like, I feel like you just popped.
Little baby Beck's in there.
How many chuggas?
6.
No, there's not 6. There's 2 or 3.
Chugga, chugga.
Too many chuggas.
3.
It's at least 6.
No, it's 3.
No, it's 4.
Are you saying chugga is 1, or is each chug 1?
It's chugga.
No, it's just 1.
That's what so you're the same as me.
So you're counting chugga. You're counting chug and chugga as 1.
No.
Chugga. Choo-choo.
Let me just say, hold on. Chugga.
No, you're
Chugga.
You're stressing me out.
Chugga. Choo-choo. It's 4.
Chugga, choo choo.
It's 4.
chugga, choo choo.
No, that's too many.
Has anyone tried to YouTube it?
No.
Listen, when I was trying to feed kids nannying, it really was only like 2 chuggas. Like, we don't got time for all these chuggas when you're trying to feed a baby, you know.
When feed is needed, then chugga, choo choo.
That's probably why Becky knows it. She was the youngest. Her mom was just trying to get things going, you know.
Okay,
just count Kail's kids. That's how many chuggas there are.
that's closer to my answer. So
Can you believe that? She's a 30-year-old.
Welcome.
You're 30 today.
Best decade
30.
ever.
yeah, big 30.
It's a good day to be 30.
It's 30 weeks.
30 weeks on your 30th birthday. I love that.
Thanks, Gary.
No. She's so cute. Who are you talking to?
Nobody.
Becky, you have such dad energy. Like, the way you approach the camera, you're like, who are you talking to?
Like, you're ready to fight me.
She's always distracted.
I'm not. I have ADHD.
No.
I have ADHD.
Don't blame it on that. All right. Another serious question. This one's actually serious. So, what do you do in a situation when you're conflicted that you like a person, but they're a really bad partner?
Wow. That's a loaded question, because the easy answer, right? Like right off the bat is like, you can't be with them. It's like, you can't love them more than essentially they love you, because if they're a bad partner, why are you staying?
Yeah.
But are we talking about just like a shitty partner? We're not talking about like, there's not abuse, there's not manipulation, there's not this, there's not that.
There could be all the things.
Because at the end of the day, like, it always circles back to, if they wanted to, they would. And if they're a shitty partner, it's like, I don't know how you make that work and make yourself miserable, because I'm back in therapy. I've been back in therapy for a couple weeks. And she was basically like, and this is all over TikTok as well. When I was trying to get over one of the dads a long time ago, I kept trying to figure out like, how could I do this? And the way that she said it was like, 10s need to be with 10s, 2s need to be with 2s, et cetera, because at the end of the day, like, you could be an 8 and someone else is a 2, and you bring them up to a 4, but they're bringing you down to a 6. So like, you're still going to lower where you need to be while raising them up, right? And so if you're with somebody that you love so much, and I've been here before, and you're a 10, for example, I'm not talking about looks, I'm talking about like your energy, your hard work, your all the things. So say there's no manipulation in it, say there's no like toxicity, they're just not a good partner for you. It's sort of still the same thing. It's still the same mentality of like, you're a 10, you're up here, and they're a 2, and you're sort of like lowering yourself to bring them up. It's the same thing. So like, and it's easy for anyone to just say like, oh, just leave them. But we all know that people sometimes are a victim of their circumstances, or, you know, financially speaking, or whatever the case may be, you can't just get out of it. But I think at the end of the day, like, what it boils down to is like, if they wanted to, they fucking would. And when they don't, like, you need to really self-reflect. And I think that's another reason why I get a lot of hate, is because I leave when it's not serving anymore.
Yeah.
OPositiv is a women's health company, and they offer a range of symptom targeting supplements that support women at every stage of life, from their first period to well beyond their last. And they're proud to have the best-selling women's health products at Target and on Amazon. Vaginal Probiotics is one of the top 5 supplements on Amazon. They have multiple #1 products in Target for intimate care, PMS, and menopause categories. Uro is a probiotic blend specifically formulated to support vaginal health. This helps with this helps with balancing healthy pH, support healthy vaginal smell, maintain vaginal flora, and so many factors like sex. All of these things can be affected when you're doing them. Take care of your vagina and use Vaginal probiotics. When taken daily, Uro delivers noticeable benefits within 8 weeks, and many may see results sooner. So many people talk about how the improvement in their vaginal health led to greater confidence as well as better sex and intimacy. So if you are getting cheated on and you need to have your pH balanced, this is a great option for you. Take proactive care of your health and head to OPositiv.com/karma or enter karma at checkout for 25% off your first purchase. That's OPositiv.com/karma for 25% off.
I think it's it's funny. It's not funny. It's interesting you say that because there was also a secondary thought that I've had recently around like wanting the best for the people I care about and them being with people that make themselves like better, right? Like wanting to be with someone that elevates them and like makes them become a better person, whether it's like in their career or just like emotionally or personally. It's just so important to just pick the right person. Like your life, picking the right partner is going to make or break your life.
It's so loaded though, because we can say that, but sometimes you don't know whether you think that it's the right person until you go through challenges and things like that. And you're like, oh wait, this is not how I want to give love and receive love in a relationship. This is not how I pictured it going. Or, I've been in the circumstances where like didn't realize who it was until I had a child with them. And so it's so easy to say
100%. It's
pick
not
the right one. I actually had a conversation with someone the other day, and he's a long-term friend of mine, and he calls my kids literally call him uncle. And we were having that conversation where, he's 35 and he's like ready to settle down and he wants to do this, but he literally said to me, Kail, I don't want to have kids with the wrong person. And I said, if anyone understands, it's me. And I understand that you're wanting to be in love and you love and you want to do all these things. But at the end of the day, like I would hate to see you rush into it and end up like me where and obviously I would never wish like to go back in time because I love all my children. But like if I could save myself the heartache of the kid's situation, like the dad's situation, and not saying I'm perfect either. So I don't want anyone to like twist my words, but I said, I would rather see you become a dad and fall in love closer to 40 and be truly happy and with your person than for you to rush it right now and not, you know what I mean? Because that's hard.
It is hard. And finding good people is hard nowadays.
Well, I also think that love is just not enough. And I think that we like get really caught up in that where you think it's like, oh, I love this person so passionately. But like that's like one of the most painful things about being human is realizing one of two things when you're in a relationship is that love is not enough. You need to have commitment and like acceptance. There's just so many things and it takes time to find those. And that's why my advice is always to wait to get into these like super serious moments of relationships until you've really figured out how you guys are going to overcome those obstacles because money, like just there's so many things that can occur in a relationship that can really fuck it up and you don't know until you're months in sometimes that. And also it's so hard to be in a relationship. It's so painful to try and love someone enough until their full potential and then just like not reach it because they're incapable, and to learn and to know when to detach from that, because someone can be a good person. You can love them and they can love you. But if they're not doing what they need to do to reach their full potential, you can't keep pouring into them. There's not anything you can do. You can't love someone into it. It's heartbreaking. It is the most painful thing. Yeah. And it's exhausting so to realize. It's
like to be with someone who, and I think it was my son. I was having a conversation with my son about that. Like, he was saying that he could feel the energy shift and like he can read people pretty well. So he knows when people are happy and when people are not happy. And I told him, I said, you will know when you start to feel yourself being drained, if you're always asking your partner, what's wrong? What's going on? You look mad. You look pissed off. I know something's bothering. It's like draining.
Yeah.
Draining.
Exhausting.
Yes. But were you asking about being friends with people who are bad to their partners?
I think it's the confliction of having people that like have partners that are fun to be around. Like they're like good, they're decent friends, but like they're just not good partners, right? Like they just like don't put in that work. They don't have that realization of just like how like toxic or like draining that they can be. But it all comes from people not taking care of themselves, right? Like doing work, going to therapy, healing the parts that we all have to heal, and some people just don't do it.
But I wonder what that is. Like what is that? Because I do think that the people that are not good partners, they might want to love somebody and they might love that person in the other person, but they just don't show it, or they don't know how. And at some point it's like you got to figure it out, but also like what is going on, what type of work do they need to do to get to a place where they can.
Do you think that people know, like, this is a little bit off topic but like similar, like, do you think people know, like miserable people know how draining they are?
Not until they're out of it, until they see the other. Because I've specifically me, when I'm like complaining all the time, talking shit, doing like just being a fucking energy suck. Like you posted a video where I'm like just inside myself, like in my own head, like on my phone, and pretty much the entire video. And it was like in those moments, I knew that I was being an energy suck, but it was like I was just dealing with so much. And looking back at certain periods of my life, I know that but during that time, I don't know if I knew it until I was on the other side of it.
Yeah. I have people that like, I know I question if I'm going to be around them, if they're going to be in a good mood or a bad mood. And it just like affects everyone else around them. And is it just naive? Like, could I be that person too? Like, or, like, can you recognize that? Like, is it recognizable? I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess like
levels to it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a complete narcissist, you don't really care about how other people are feeling, but it takes a certain level of awareness, whether it's in hindsight or in the moment, to realize, hey, like I was having a bad fucking time and I was being an energy suck because I felt really comfortable around these people and I let myself feel my true emotions, and I kind of brought the room down. Like you were saying, you were just saying that you felt that takes a level of self-awareness that a lot of people don't possess. And it's hard. It's hard fucking work to reflect on yourself and go to therapy. That's why most people don't do it.
Well, I'm so happy to be back in therapy. I don't even know how I was functioning without it, to be honest.
I'm happy you're back in therapy too. And I'm really happy we went from how many chugga choo-choos into that conversation. In true karma and chaos fashion.
True karma and chaos fashion. And I would love to know from the listeners how many y'all think there are. Do you love your shades, but you find them getting caught in your hair? But you find getting them caught in your hair is frustrating because it rips my hair out every time that happens? Those days are over thanks to Shady Rays. Their best-selling tangle-free collection has nose pieces specifically designed to avoid any snags in your hair. This way, it's perfectly styled and your hair remains intact. Shady Rays offers all the iconic styles from the aviator to cat-eye designed frames, so you're bound to find something perfect to match every outfit. And here's the best part. They have the best protection program in all of eyewear. Life happens and Shady Rays gets that, so whether you drop them, break them, or they mysteriously disappear, their lost and broken protection has you covered from day one. Plus, if they're not the perfect fit, no worries. You can exchange or return them for free within 30 days. It's risk-free shopping with fast personal support. They have over 300,000 5-star reviews, and that's a lot of happy customers. So start shopping for your next pair of sunglasses today and see why Shady Rays is the go-to choice. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out an amazing deal for the season. Head to shadyrays.com with code KARMA for 35% off their premium polarized sunglasses. Snag your shades and get ready for the summer sun.
What else? I have a full list of so many different things.
Come on, then.
What?
Come on, then. If you got a full list, let's fucking go.
Look at
high school.
That we talked about high
being
school.
in love.
Oh, this has been on my list for a while, and we just haven't got to it yet. And I think it's relative in nature because I did have a really good time this weekend with my nieces. My nieces all slept over on Saturday after the shower. I just want to say I feel so lucky to have a friendship with my nieces. Like, they are some of like my best friends.
No, and I love when it was a couple weeks ago when you texted and you were like, I'm going up to see my niece and her friends. We're going to dinner. And I was like, the way that I would have loved to have that sort of relationship with my mom's siblings and even their partners is like, I would fucking love that. And so, and it's weird because like you're a lot older than your nieces, but I still would have loved it. You know what I mean? Like my uncle commented on one of my TikToks and I was like, this is so weird, but cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you have that relationship.
Yeah. And I just think that's so cool because they're like basically your kids, but they're not. You get to give them back.
Yeah, I just love it. I'm very appreciative of that. I'm intentional with my time with them. I'm intentional with my conversations with them. They're so excited. They just found out about Alex too. They're so excited they want to be called Thea. Cause like, that's what I'm called. And just from the age difference, but we were talking, my favorite, when I think about Christmas, my favorite Christmases are from when they were kids. Like, staying up with my sisters and, writing the note from Santa or eating carrots, putting out like Christmas presents. And I was speaking to them about it and they're so excited for Christmas to kind of change back to having like little ones around and they get to experience that. And Kyla was telling me that she remembers, trigger warning, don't play this in front of your kids or lower it. Speaking about Santa, she was like, I remember when I found out that Santa wasn't real because I came up the steps to go to the bathroom and I found you, like my mom and Kent and Alex, the three of us, me and my two sisters, you guys were drinking and laughing and like putting out presents.
Yeah.
And she was like, it was the best possible way for me to find that out because there was just so much joy behind it.
Don't make me cry.
My eyes are getting wet.
Your eyes are getting wet, but that's like the sweetest thing that could have.
Yeah. And she was like, what better way to find out than to see like there was just happiness behind like what actually was Christmas.
Right.
So I'm excited for them to get that experience. Like they get to hang out with us and like put out gifts for the foreseeable future now too.
Wait, does this count as like a cry or because they didn't drip, it's not a cry?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Let me think about it.
You could just put a half cry column.
Oh my God. Speaking about cry, oh yeah. Did I send you what my sister gave me?
The book?
The book?
Show it right now.
Alessandra, did I tell you?
No. Nope.
It's in the pictures that you just sent us though. And I knew what book it was.
My sister, Alex, the one that lives in Florida, speaking about crying, I sobbed. I recorded it. I need to
stop.
I sobbed. My sister gave me a gift. She wrote a book for Bex, and I'm about to start crying. It says a gift from Granddaddy, and the book, it's like illustrated. Like she illustrated it and wrote it. Do
you have the link for other people to be able to do one? Like, do you know how she did it so that people can do it? Or is it like she literally did it herself?
She used like ChatGPT to like do the images, do the like everything on it.
Okay. That is so sweet. So cute.
Yeah.
Wait, the way that looks exactly like Larry.
It looks like Larry, Becky, and
I can't. I know.
So,
Becky, I swear I'm gonna get my period next week. I'm gonna freaking start sobbing.
Aww.
Not him whispering to the angel baby.
And then she put.
Stop.
You guys gotta subscribe to Patreon so you can see the visuals.
Yeah. Crazy.
That is so sweet.
The sweetest. Leah doesn't cry that much, and she was crying too. So
Becky's always crying, and Leah never cries.
Yeah. So that really got me. But yeah, nieces, they're just the best. I can't wait because Piper and Isaac are the same age, and they'll see each other
I think they're going to get along really well.
I do
It's,
too.
it's so interesting because I'm sure they've been around each other before. They just don't remember each other.
Yeah.
And so, like they truly have known each other for a long, long, long time, but they don't know each other.
Yeah, I wonder if a friendship will come from it.
I hope so. I think it will. I have a good feeling about it.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I have one final topic I just want to bring up on this because it's festival season, like Coachella festival season and all the things. Why are people so gung-ho about like being like, oh my God, that celebrity was on drugs at a festival? Like, yeah, no fucking shit. Everyone's on drugs at festivals. Why do people give so much attention, like, as if they're not people too?
Well, what about why are people not realizing that people are on drugs every single day? You know what I mean? Like
true. Yeah, like it's I don't like why is it like
the
such a
person next to you might be fucking Truman. We don't know.
person might be me. I just got so overwhelmingly hungry. Can you come on, give us the karma and chaos. Is it karma and chaos?
Okay, I got you. Is it karma? Is it chaos? Wow, it's a long one, so buckle up, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so much for just being so real, open, and honest with your lives on the podcast. When y'all were trying to name a candle, no lie, I was thinking name it lesbian shit. It's kind of cute. So is it karma or is it chaos? I've been with my husband now for 2 years. We have 3 kids, 1 together and 2 from previous marriages. I love my husband so much, but things for us have not been easy by any means. My husband and I were harassed by a girl that he talked to for about a week. We have a gut feeling his ex-wife paid her to do it, but that's neither here nor there, just a gut feeling. We also have a really difficult co-parenting relationship with my husband's ex-wife. My son, on the other hand, is causing a ton of issues between my husband and I lately as far as his behavior. He still has potty accidents and he sometimes treats him differently than his kid, which I am very vocal about. For reference, our kids are only 2 years apart. I don't know if it's just his age being 6 or if my husband just wasn't prepared to be a step parent. Which, by the way, whoever really is. It comes with a lot of unexpected challenges, but I could be wrong. I was a step parent in my last marriage, so I understand how hard it is. A little bit of backstory. In my last marriage, we were only together for a total of maybe 3 years. I was over the marriage, wasn't treated right. I did everything, not only for him, the household, inside and outside work, both kids, and one of them being a step kid. All he had to do was come home and play video games. I say all that to say, while I had already stated to him I was done and wanted a divorce, I ended up cheating. Is that wrong? Technically, I wasn't divorced yet, but I had said I was done, wanted a divorce, and was making moves to get out of the marriage. So is the hardships happening in my current marriage karma, or is it just chaos? Thanks for the input, ladies. That one's difficult because I also did the same thing. So I filed for divorce and then I was with somebody else. So it's hard to say. I think that this is a situation where it's not black or white and it's not karma and it's not chaos. It might be a little mix of both.
I think it's a little bit of both.
And I, in hindsight, can see why jumping from one relationship into the next is not great. However, Becky and I both have done it. So don't sit here and blink at me because you've also done it. And I'm calling you out because we've both done it. And
I've done it every time.
You've done it every single time. So like, to me, I do think that's just how some people are. Like some people are truly relationship people, or there are people who don't know how to be alone. And sometimes it's also not black and white. And sometimes people just fall into your lap and things happen. But this could be a little bit of both, because if you're not completely healed from that 3-year relationship and you're jumping into the next one, and I'm going to eat my own words here, you know,
are you talking in a mirror right now?
I'm literally listening to myself. Yeah. But you don't know until you know. And that's the hardest part, is like, it feels right at the time and you want to trust your gut and you want to trust like what's going on. And until you put yourself through it, you really won't know.
Preach. I think it's karma and chaos. It depends. I mean, it's situated. Like, I think there's probably a little bit more details like needed. You know, did everyone in play think the relationship was over? Did, you know, what kind of conversations happen? But I think that there's always a little bit of karma that comes from like past relationships into future relationships, right? Like, I think that's just life.
And I agree. It sucks, but that's just the way it goes. And I mean, unfortunately, this is a situation where, you know, some of this is a little bit of karma, but you, like I said, you couldn't have known until you went through it. So
yeah,
you live and you learn.
You live and you learn, and that's it, folks. That's a wrap.
Becky can't wait to get off this fucking recording.
No, that's not it at all. I wish that we were doing more, honestly. I do miss you.
I do miss you as well.
And I miss my kids.
And they miss you.
Yeah. So maybe you can come visit
Yeah, I would love that.
with the kids.
Yes, they would also love that. Because if Crittercrat, Romello, Creed, Lowry Lopez asks me one more fucking time, when are we going to Becky's house? I'm going to put him in an Uber and send him to you.
He can come stay as long as you want. Pool opens next week, so make it after next week. Sounds good. Well, thanks everyone for listening. Kail, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me all over the internets. You can find me in the nearest mental facility taking a grippy sop vacation.
All right.
Where can they find you, Rebecca Hader?
Hater25 on all platforms, BeckyHater.com. Make sure you listen to For the Haters and support. And merch. Merch is out. Get your merch.
KailLowry.com. Go get it. Go subscribe to For the Haters on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast. And we'll see you next week.
Love ya.
See ya.